All right, let's jump right in. We're about to piece together a series of documents that, honestly, reveal one of the most ambitious plans I've ever seen. It all starts on a small Australian island called Minjerribah, with something you'd never expect, and it scales up to a vision for an entirely new kind of civilization.
So, it all kicks off with a question that sounds pretty simple, right? Kind of familiar. What if you could get an app that finally solves that annoying problem of wasting food in your own kitchen?
And then, bam, the scope just completely explodes. What if that little app wasn't the point at all? What if it was just the first tiny step in a grand plan to build a whole new world? That's the rabbit hole we're going down today.
So, let's start where they start, at the smallest possible scale. We're talking about your own kitchen. We all know the problem, right? Trying to keep track of what you have, what you actually need, and what's about to go bad in the back of the fridge.
And this is the first piece of the puzzle, an AI they call the Kitchen Mate. Now think of it as the ultimate answer to that constant question, what's for dinner? It's a smart system that knows exactly what's in your pantry, what's in your fridge, and then it uses all that info to whip up meal plans that fit your health goals, all while making sure you waste practically nothing.
So you're probably wondering, how on earth does it know what I have? Well, the system is designed to get smarter and smarter. It starts off simple, you can just scan barcodes. The next level is it learns to read your grocery receipts. Pretty soon, you can just tell it what you bought. But the end game? Total automation. We're talking computer vision that just sees and logs everything you put in your kitchen. Zero effort from you.
Okay, so we've solved the kitchen. Now, let's zoom out. Because the blueprint takes that exact same logic, integrating all this data, and applies it to the entire community. They're literally creating an operating system for the whole island.
And this isn't just another app. It's designed to be an everything app. Basically the digital heartbeat of the entire island. Yeah, it handles your everyday stuff like checking the bus schedule or booking a table at a cafe, but it also plugs you into the bigger community, letting you track local projects or sign up to volunteer. It even connects you to the island's economy and politics, showing you how the Sovereign Wealth Fund is doing and giving you a direct way to vote on issues.
And this metaphor they use is just perfect. The whole point is to turn the island into a kind of real-life, living SimCity. It's this dynamic digital layer over the real world, and it's powered entirely by the community's own data and their active participation. So we've gone from the kitchen to the community. Now we swing back to the individual, but on a much deeper level. This is where the tech gets incredibly personal. We're talking about creating a digital twin of you.
They call it the aura of intelligence. And just to be clear, this is not just a fancy data profile like Facebook has on you. No, this is a dynamic, learning, digital copy of you. And the creation process is wild. The documents say you sit inside this special hyperbaric oxygen capsule. And get this, the shell of the capsule is built from the pure quartz sand of Minjerribah itself. And while you're in there, it captures this massive stream of your biometric and even your brain data to, well, bring your twin to life.
Now, what's really fascinating here is that the relationship you have with your twin isn't static. It's designed to evolve. Based on your own personality, it'll settle into one of three types. Is it an oracle, basically a super Siri that just answers your questions? Is it a guardian, more like a proactive co-pilot for your life that anticipates what you need? Or does it become a true symbiote, a genuine partner that knows when to lead and when to follow? So let's just recap how we got here. Remember? It all starts in your kitchen with a really simple, everyday problem.
Then, that exact same logic scales up and it connects your entire community, creating a kind of shared digital nervous system. And finally, once you have a digital twin for every person and an OS for the whole society, you've laid the groundwork to build an entirely new world.
The entire philosophy behind this project is really captured in this one powerful quote from the documents. We will not be passive subjects of fate. We will be the architects of our destiny. It's all about taking control, about actively designing the future.
So with that digital architecture figured out, the blueprint turns to the physical world. And the ambition here is, wow, it's just staggering. This is the plan for what they call a civilization of sand.
The vision is for this huge underground city, built from the ground up for resilience. And we're not talking about some grim concrete bunker. Think vast, glowing caverns, totally shielded from any disasters on the surface. The whole thing is designed as a closed loop. The buildings are made from the island's own sand, fused into glass-like structures.
It's powered by clean energy. It even has automated factories that can repair and replicate themselves. The very act of digging the transport tunnels provides the raw material to build more of the city. It's genius.
Of course, a new civilization needs a new way to run its economy. The blueprint argues that our current system has a massive, fundamental flaw. It fails to value a huge amount of the work humans actually do.
Check out this number, 3 hours and 55 minutes. According to the Australian government, that's the average time Australians spend every single day on unpaid work. Childcare, looking after the house, volunteering. It's a massive, invisible engine that props up our formal economy, and it gets zero credit.
So the solution they propose is called the braided economy. And I love that visual. It's not about replacing the market we have now, but about weaving a second, parallel system right alongside it. This new system runs on a digital currency called the Community Hour, or C-Hour. And it's simple. For every hour you contribute to the community, whether that's coaching the kids' soccer team, caring for an elderly neighbor, or cleaning up a park, you earn C-Hours. It makes all that invisible work visible and valuable.
And this really gets to the heart of the whole project. It's proposing a fundamental shift. We move away from our current model, surveillance capitalism, where our data is extracted for profit and we are the product, to what they call a sovereign commons. In this world, your data is a community asset. Power isn't centralized, it's distributed. You're not the product, you're an owner. And the value that's created flows back to everyone, not just a handful of shareholders.
So when you put all of these different pieces together, from the kitchen app to the economic model, the sheer scale of this vision really hits you. This isn't just a tweak here or there, it's a total reimagining of how we could live together.
So here it is, the whole blueprint, laid out step by step. You start with a simple app for your home that scales up to an operating system for the community. You personalize it with a digital twin for every individual. You house it all in a city built for resilience, and you power it with an economy designed for fairness. You can see how every single piece is designed to lock into the next.
And that leaves us with the big final question, doesn't it? We've walked through the entire blueprint, from a kitchen counter all the way to a new civilization. So is this a radical, replicable plan for a better way of living? Something that could be copied all over the world? Or is it an impossibly ambitious, techno-utopian fantasy that's just too grand to ever work? I'll leave that one with you.